Alright, let's react to the new cinematic. Good.
Do you not understand? This one is bound to me.
And then like Anduin's expression there. To me.
Fulfill your final purpose. Annihilation. The fate of all who carry my blade. My son. This blade does not belong to darkness. It was forged by valor. And also
Sourfang?
by honor. Its legacy and ours are with you, even here. Now, let it be finished.
Okay.
Arthas.
Is this all that remains of him?
The last flicker of his scarred spirit, consumed in the forges of the jailer.
No crown, no throne, not even a soul left for judgment. I hated you, hunted you, and with each selfish act, became you. That is my burden to bear. But your legacy is at an end. Be gone then, Arthas Menethil. May the last whisper of your name fade and be forgotten.
Because yeah, his in the Lich King cinematic, it says when you were born, the forest whispered the name Arthas or something like that. Okay, so this part is nice. Doesn't make a lot of sense.
My son.
This one is fine. I'm totally fine with Varian, though.
Blade does not belong to darkness.
But, bro, Sourfang? Why not throw Bane in there too, man? Screw it. Like, all of his friends can just show up. I mean, I like Sourfang, don't get me wrong. But it's like, I don't think they were that close for him to have this much of an effect on him. If anything, like, the player character was closer to Anduin's. Like, you should see, like, the guy who fought for him in the back. How about Jaina? Jaina is closer than Sourfang, right? It's like, nah, just because they're dead, right? So it's like a throwback kind of thing, make it emotional. But honestly, if you really wanted to make this good, you would have hinted at Varian and Sourfang after Chains of Domination raid. So basically, when you finish the raid, because like it's in Torghast, so there's prisoners, and as you like, what you should have done throughout the raid is, as you as you clear the raid, there's a team of your allies, of like the Covenant leaders or Covenant war like soldiers, whatever, that release prisoners from Torghast. And two of those prisoners would have been Varian and Sourfang. And then at the end cinematic of Chains of Domination, Varian and Sourfang don't really like show that it's them, but you know, like you have like that low angle camera where you only see like they stepped in, like you see the foot, but you can tell that's probably them because of the armor, but it's still kind of like a tease, right? It's like you're not sure, but maybe. And then when you go into this raid, right, when you get to Anduin, they walk in and then they talk to Anduin rather than him suddenly, because he's, I'm assuming, weakened because you fought him. Suddenly he remembers that he has a dad and Saurfang was a dude. That's for that part. On that, like, I think it's nice. A bit reminds me of Heaven's Word with Estinian, but whatever. It's fine. Like, I mean, it's a very cliche thing. It's not necessarily like a copy of Final Fantasy, obviously, but it's very, very cliche. Now, this I didn't like at all. First of all, feel bad for Arthas. In my opinion, like, Arthas didn't really do... Like, Arthas, like, good Arthas, or like, Arthas as himself ended up until he took, basically when he took the sword, Frostmourne. At that point, it ended, right? After that mission, he's no longer Arthas, he's the Lich King. And I think there should be a very strict differentiation between Arthas and Lich King, even though they're saying his actions were not, like, he was kind of in control of his actions, but he was like lightly manipulated, whatever. I don't know. The guy who you start your questing with, up until even during the quest for Frostmourne, and when you pick up Frostmourne, is not the guy who goes on and kills innocents. His goal was very clear, which was kill the demons and kill the undead. Once he became undead, going after the living, that's no longer Arthas, and like. And if it is, they did a very bad job of explaining his motivation. In my opinion, the way it was portrayed in Warcraft 3, which the current storytellers do not understand, in my opinion, is that in Warcraft 3, he was portrayed as, like, once he became the Lich King, he was portrayed as if he wasn't himself anymore. The way he talked was very different. The way he acted was very different. He showed no respect to like anyone anymore, which is like, even when he was human, he still showed respect in a sense to his soldiers, and even to Uther. Even though he dismissed him, he still showed him some respect. But like, I don't know, like it was pretty much a character shift once he became the undead guy. Okay, so. Yeah, I don't like this, because like this is his soul, and also
Arthas.
Should be a bit more in shock, but also
All that remains of him.
she doesn't even come close to his soul. The least Jaina would have done, based on her history, is at least come close and try to hold his soul. Okay, I know she's no longer in love with him and whatever, it's like all in the past, but it's still a childhood friend, and this is all that remains. Even Uther, like, he looks kind of sad, but it's like nothing, right? There's like no reaction, really. He's sad.
Last flicker of his scarred spirit.
Yeah. Now, he doesn't even blame himself. Like, I mean, internally.
Of the jailer.
He could have said, like, this is all that's left of what I've done, or something like that, you know.
No crown, no throne, not even a soul left for judgment.
I mean, yeah, whatever.
Hated you,
That's fine.
hunted you, and with each selfish act became you.
See, I don't really agree. Arthas was like a spear. He just like went for what he wanted. She was more manipulative. Like, I wouldn't say she became him. In the sense of what? Like, in what sense did she become him? Because she murdered innocents? Garrosh murdered innocents. Is Garrosh similar to Arthas? Hell no. Right? I don't know. Like, he's the Lich King, she's the bitch queen, and that's it. Like, she was manipulative. And the thing is, based on the whole story of BFA and Shadowlands, the way they portrayed her, that she wants to set everyone free and break the machine of death and whatever, that makes her kind of selfless. Yeah, she wants to do it for herself, but... One second. Let's sneeze. Yeah, she wants to do it for herself, but like, she also does it for everyone, right? So her goal is in a sense more noble, like noble-ish than what Arthas was. Arthas was just a spear for whoever his boss was, which was the Lich King, the jailer, whatever, right? So
that is my burden.
Well, I won't say the only thing, but like the main thing I really liked about this
is at an end.
See, like, they can't even look at him. Why? Like, yeah, you're sad. Like, Jaina, dude, like, walk up to the soul, something, say something. Like, nothing. He has nothing to say.
Arthas Menethil. May the last whisper of
This part is what I really liked, the reference to Wrath of the Lich King. Right, when he sits on the throne and Arthas' dad is talking. I don't know, man. They could have done so much better with just like the tiniest hints throughout the expansion, right? Where's Varian and Saurfang really in the Shadowlands? They should be in the Maw, probably in Torghast, jailed, abused, whatever, tortured. They're like, Saurfang and Varian would not break that easily. Like, they are Garrosh type of like strength, like spirit strength. So there's no way that they shouldn't be there when they're fighting Anduin, or like at the end just come in and help him be himself. This one.
My son,
This is the part.
the day you were born, the very forests of Lordaeron whispered the name Arthas.
But this was so good. This was so good. Oh man. God damn. Armor. Same song, by the way. Is it the same song? Wait, it is the same song, isn't it?
That is my burden to bear. May the last be forgotten.
Oh, that's Ghostlands.
For judgment.
Consumed in the forges of the jailer.
No crown.
Yes, this is the... Yeah, so that's that, and this is Ghostlands.
My son. This blade.
I feel like that song is from... Rin dying... This one, I think, is that the one? When he dies?
For the Alliance.
Oh man, that was so good. Is that it?
Does not belong
No,
to
that's not it.
darkness. It was
I have no idea where
forged
this is. It sounds familiar, but I have no idea where it's from.
with you.
Then changes to the Arthas.
Remains of him.
The last.
End.
And Ghostlands.
Be gone then. Arthas.
Is it Ghostlands or... I feel like it's Ghostlands. I feel like there's different music in like north of Ghostlands where the not a lot of stuff. Yeah, this, oh my god, this cinematic, so good. Get Sindragosa. Was that Sindragosa? Yeah, it's Sindragosa.
My child, I watched with pride as you grew into a weapon of righteousness. Remember, our line has always ruled with wisdom and strength. And I know you will show restraint when exercising your great power.
Oh yeah, definitely shows restraint. This was so sick.
Truest victory, my son, is stirring the hearts of your people. I tell you this, for when my days have come to an end,
God damn.
you shall be king.
That was so good. Yeah, man, I don't like how they ended Arthas, but at the same time, man, as soon as they brought Arthas into the picture, they like, there's no way they could get it right. They would definitely mess it up, and in my opinion, I won't say they messed it up, but it's like they really didn't do justice to Arthas. Like, if he's a wisp, basically a wisp of a soul, like, maybe he could have whispered something, but again, they probably didn't want to pay for the voice actor, right? So I don't know, man. Like, it could have been, like, this whole cinematic could have been so much better. So much better. It's like, it just didn't get the emotion, like, that, I don't know, like something, right? It's like, it was nice when you saw the hand, you heard Varian, you're like, oh shit, that's cool. But it wasn't like, oh my god, I can't believe it. Yes, remember Anduin. Like, I don't care. Like, it's just, I don't care. It's like, it's whatever, right? Like, I'm disappointed. It's not bad, but it's really not that good. I am not impressed. They could have done a much better job, but honestly, seeing how Shadowlands went, maybe they couldn't. They really missed a lot of opportunities with the Shadowlands story, with a bunch of people who are dead. Anduin knows so many people that should be in the Shadowlands. Like, Saurfang, I would say, is not top priority for him to go up, but you know, two dad figures, right? Also, Saurfang says Dranosh was his name, I think. His son's Saurfang's son's last sentence, let it be finished, or something like that, right? Yeah, let it be finished. Alright, well, thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, and take it easy for the next one.